Hi all. So today we are going to solve today's Leetcode theory problem, which is 3637 Trionic array 1. So let's just go through the problem and see what it says. So we have to find out a Trionic array. So when one array is called Trionic, it's like we have to find out two indices p and q such that nums p0 to p is strictly increasing, p to q is decreasing, and again q to n minus 1 is increasing, right? Return true if nums is trending, otherwise return false. Okay, nice. So let's just go through some example and see. So firstly, let me open up a new screen. Yeah. So let's just assume that we have one array. So it says, so if the array structure is like this, right? We have to find out. So this is our P, this is our Q. We have to find out if one array exists such like this, like 0 to p, and this is n minus 1, where this type of p and q exists. So in the throughout the problem we are gonna call this as pick and this one as value. So this one is a valid scenario, right? We have to find out, we have to just return if it is true or not. Now let's just consider if my array is something like this. Can I call this as trionic array? No, right? Although I got a pick, I got a value here, but in like between p to q it is not strictly decreasing, right? So that means this is not a valid scenario. Now let's take another example. So where I got a peak, I got a valley, but my valley is coming before peak, so again then the conditions are not met. So it's one easy lead code problem. So let's just go through and see how we are going to solve it. So my approach would be to find out the peak from the starting and the valley from the like behind, and then we will see if between peak and valley all of the numbers are strictly decreasing or not. So if it is strictly decreasing, then we will return true from there, otherwise we will return false. Okay, so first of all, we will just, in order to avoid writing every time length of numbers, we'll just assign it in n. And firstly, let's assume I don't have any pick, I don't have any value. So since I want to find out my value from the last, so I will assign it to n and pick to -1, right? Now I will traverse through the array to find out my p and q first, right? Which is my pick and my value first. So let's traverse to the array. So why am I traversing till n minus 1 is because it's mentioned that p and q both should be less than n minus 1, right? So q to n minus 1, there should be at least two numbers which are strictly increasing. Now if I have not got any pick yet and my number which I am traversing now is greater than equal to my next number, can I say I got a pick? So let's go to the picture and see. So if I'm in this number and my next number is smaller than my current number, then I can see I have received my pick, right? So I will assign my pick number to I. Now coming to the next part, if I have not received my value yet and my, so this array we are traversing from behind, right? So if my last number is less equal to my second last number, right? Let's assume I is 0 now. So if my number of -1 is less than -2, right? If I consider this as in -1, right? And this is my q. So if it is strictly decreasing, I don't have any problem. We are still finding out the value. But once I get a number where my current number and my previous number is greater than my current number, then I can see say I got a value, right? So we have to see that whenever my previous number is going greater than my current number, we can say we got a value. So it's same. So whenever we are getting my previous number greater than or equal to my current number, I can say I have received the value, So I will assign my value number to -1. Right. Now the second condition, if peak is greater than 0, that means I got a peak, I got a value as well, and my peak is less than my value. Now I have to find out that in between peak and valley everything is strictly decreasing or not. For that I am going to write one helper function here. So if decreasing, and then so y intrinsic comma b, nums I is less equal to nums I plus 1. That means it is not strictly decreasing. So we will return false from here. Otherwise, after traversing the whole thing, if I get that no, it's true, so we'll return true from here. And we are gonna call the same function from here. So we will return self dot, because I defined it in class. So nums comma peak comma value will return. So if I suppose I have not got any peak or value inside throughout my array, so I have to return false from here. Let's run it and see. Okay, I missed one equals here. Okay, both of the test cases passed. Now let's just try to submit and see. Yeah, the submission is also successful and it bit 100%, which is good. Okay, so for now I think this is good. We'll come back tomorrow with the new problem. Thank you.